My name is Samuel Helms, and this is my dashboard project for DSIM 203. As you can see on my dashboard, I have a variety of charts here. I have product sales by sales channels showing the products that we sold and the way that customers paid for those, whether it was PayPal, debit, or credit card. The next chart over is total commissions for each salesman, and I have a slider at the bottom so that you can determine which year you want to look at for specific year commissions. The next chart is sales by hour. This is our total sales for every hour of the day, and the main reason we would have this is you can actually set up our sales people manning based on the hours. You cut back on the hours you don't really sell a whole lot, and you can actually bring more people in for the hours that you sell more product. The next three charts across the middle, product sales by salesman, by country, and sales annually. Those three charts are actually controlled by the four option buttons you see here on the first chart. This way you can select each one of those graphs and show the consulting services sales, spring groupware, spring mail, and the spring math genius. Down at the bottom I have sales versus sales goals. This was probably one of the more difficult ones to make, because first we had to determine our sales goals based on the previous year's sales and then generate the chart off of that. Last on my dashboard I have a macro to return to the map worksheet so that you can go from there and determine the individual analysis chart that you want to go look at. Issues I had in creating my dashboard, there were quite a few. I'd say the first one is determining what KPIs I wanted to choose for my dashboard. Without an actual guiding document or something telling you what information you want to show, it's a little challenging actually deciding what information you want to show. Formatting the specific charts was an issue, not necessarily in the formatting themselves, but because of the required elements that we had on this project. Determining how to format it in the way that we had to show some of the things was a little difficult. Creating and managing the option buttons. I would say this was probably the hardest actual part of creating the dashboard that I had, basically because I didn't realize at first that the option buttons wouldn't work off of the chart itself. It works off of the worksheet that the option button is on. Once I finally discovered that I couldn't use the multiple option buttons on that one worksheet between all the graphs, it did become a lot easier. And determining how to use those buttons for the three charts had me stumped for a while. Once I finally figured out exactly how to show everything using those, it went really smoothly. What do I like about dashboards? I would have to say that the biggest thing is the ease with which you can display the different information about a large data set. If you remember, the data set that we had was over 2,000 line items that we were able to condense down into the different graphs that we used. Using the option buttons to control multiple charts, once I finally figured that out, I honestly think that's a really good tool that Excel gives us. Macros. Is there anything else to say about macros? With the power that macros have to do almost anything that you want within the confines of Excel, I would have to say these are probably some of the most powerful tools that they give us. And then finally, being able to develop a basic storyline about how your business is operating is one of the best things about a dashboard. With a dashboard, you can show every aspect of your company in a graphical form that is a lot easier for people to understand. And I hope you've enjoyed my dashboard.